will do battle with the New York Giants. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First down gets him a yard to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. He'll get this one to Galladay.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Throwing Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Oh, they'll let the tight end Ingram run with it. Fighting and shouting him up. And the ball is knocked out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around with a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. 2nd and 7. Now a toss right to Barkley. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great...
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. That sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things, getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on 3rd down, it lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Here's a give to Fournette. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
2
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Fournette, touchdown, Buccaneers. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. That time a 6-play drive. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Looking for Shepard deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now Jones uses the stiff arm. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Brady going to throw. Wide open, Gronkowski. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Brady to throw. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And is that Gronkowski the one slow to get up? Yes. Gronk still down right now. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second down. A handoff to Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. With the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we? We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, Jones hit, and the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free. And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that. And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Fournette again, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. The big back Leonard Fournette able to push his way in from a yard out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs. And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is up to 18 now.
the touchdown now. It's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company.
And I never played quarterback, but I'm thinking as a quarterback, you're a little bit into the game now. Second quarter, you're losing. You're not playing well. Probably feels like a lot of weight on your shoulders.
Certainly does, but it's something that quarterbacks have to be used to because they're always carrying around that weight. So how do they adjust the weight? How do they make it work for them? How do they work against it? That's what we're going to find out going forward.
Yeah, he'll be trying to get all that weight off his shoulders here on this drive. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. The toss out to Barkley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Back to throw. Jones. Forced out to his left. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or two short. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 71 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the route is on here in this first half. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1 play drive and into the end zone for 6.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And to give this time to the tailback. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
2nd down and 4. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. The Giants on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Jones. And Ingram holds it in. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. First down Giants. Jones to Ingram. Here's a give to Barkley. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Back to throw. Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. From the gun, Jones. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Now Jones to throw on third down. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Giants are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. They'll try and run with Booker. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Barkley, toss play left. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And this time he is in. Yes. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sutton is on here in this first half. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The Giants going to take over again on offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. to throw again. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Again, he'll drop to throw. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Credit that to the former Georgia Bulldog, Azeez Ojulari, getting in there to bring him down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this 3rd quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Brady now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. From midfield, here's Brady. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
On 2nd and 9, Jones to Barkley on the check down. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A lane to run there is Fournette able to get about 7 on 1st down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down, back to Fournette. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
On second down now, Bernard. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on. Extra point put through by Succop, and that will extend this big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. New York ready to go again offensively. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Back to throw. Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on 3rd down, but how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Ndamukong Suh able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. A handoff to Barkley. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 51 yards on the ground for him so far. Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
We're into this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Leonard Fournette and the rest of the Bucs offense set to take over once more. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And they'll They'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 5. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a pickup of 6.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead will swell by 1 more. That time a 9-play drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's Jones. Throwing on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. To throw again. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. .37 yards on the punt with no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense.
All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular, pretty much uncoverable.
And you know, they'll typically take things from a defensive perspective. I'm not going to do that this time. Let's just praise him. My goodness, 4 receiving touchdowns means he's beaten a variety of coverages throughout this game because they're not just letting him run scot-free. They're trying their best to shut him down, and he's shredding them.
I got to be honest, I want to see 5. No, you want to see 5? I mean, we're not supposed to be biased, but...
We're not rooting. Just in the interest of the game, let's go ahead and see 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. The give is to Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take us.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. And even 100 yards on the ground for Fournette. It's a first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
Check 26, check 26.
Throwing now is Brady. Incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Brady on target to Gronk. First down, Buccaneers.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Brady's throw there complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And they are going to score again. Yet touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point put through by Succop, and that will extend this big lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. New York's offense back out there and set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. But he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 110 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? Rob has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point try now for Succop. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will